Here's the last. Dynamite Dollars, Altior on the left coming through to try and deliver a challenge. Show roll between those Simply Ned still close to them into the closing stages. Here he comes. Altior now, Nicola Boinville has taken it up in the closing stages. Goes on by 2 lengths to 3 lengths now. Back to the winner's enclosure, Altior.
Well, we've seen it before and we'll probably see it again. For a few moments you think there's going to be a race, and in the end Altior's hit the line just much harder than all his rivals.
He's kind of the boss here, and that's the thing that he likes, because none of the others are actually turned out loose. They get marshalled to a paddock and basically turned away. And this fella is a hooligan who goes around and basically laughs at them all. It's a real treat to have him, because he's got an awful lot of presence and there's just something very special about him, including his backside. Well, it was that thing of, is he beat? And then suddenly that kick that he had would come, and then you'd watch him power home. Like he just had an amazing jump in him as well. I was lucky enough to see him schooling at 7 Barrows as well, and you know, very often it was heart in your mouth stuff, because he could take off from anywhere.
Altior, big leap over it, on the right in 3rd and then dodging bullets. 3 from the finish, a massive leap from Altior.
But he had so much scope that nothing was impossible for him. He's a very powerful horse, and that's the one thing when he came here that strikes you, and when you see him, is how big he is. He's got a huge engine.
I never used to school him very often because it was terrifying to watch. But, I mean, you just gauged him on his schooling, and when he was on fire, it was great to watch, but it was pretty scary. Nick was sort of, you know, he loved it, but I didn't always enjoy it. Yeah, I mean, Altior was very quick. I can't even remember him making a mistake.
You have to be very guarded. I mean, he's fairly bullish now. You know, he's very economical. You know, he gets from A to B as quick as he can, and that's the name of the game, isn't it? You know, everyone likes flair and flamboyance, but if you're not quick over them and quick away, you're losing lengths and losing ground, and he's very quick over them.
And he's 10 lengths clear. Fox Norton in 2nd place. Traffic Lead is tied. He's currently the back marker. Altior, awesome round of jumping here. Touches down 15 lengths clear and is just strolling away with this. He's miles clear from Fox Norton in 2nd place. What a steeplechaser this is going to be. Altior then 4 from 4 over fences. Not seriously challenged. This is the last fence. Politolo joined by Altior on touching down. The running coming up now. The black jacket of Altior comes through to take up a slender lead to the driven along Politolo in 2nd place. On the closing stages, he's laughing at them here. Altior is going to remain unbeaten over obstacles. Nico de Boinville extends him on just to win by 3 or 4 lengths.
You know, I think that was the one thing. Pat and Christopher Pugh, they got so much pleasure out of what he did for them on a racecourse, that they just want him to have a nice time and let him almost dictate what he wants to do. He has a great life here. You know, they said, look, we don't want to put any pressure on him by wanting to compete him. If he wants to do something like that down the line, let him do it. But they didn't want to be concentrating on anything else but allowing him to enjoy his retirement. And I think it's fairly safe to say he looks amazing. And to think 12 months ago, like, I really did think he was done for. You know, I can remember being down at the vets on that Sunday and thinking he's going to struggle to pull through. But just like he did in all his races, he's got amazing willpower. And like, here he is. And like, honestly, it's like nothing happened. He really is. You cannot believe that a horse can survive what he survived. Like, to take out 20 feet of his intestine, normally no horse will survive that. Everybody in the village, whenever my wife rides him out now, they all know it's Altior. And even you very often see when he's out in the paddock, you know, people will see and stop, you know, take pictures of him, and you can always tell where he is. He loved parading. Like, when he walked around at Newbury, he knew where he was. Like, and you could see him, he almost grew. Like, and he was like, look at me. You know, I'm back where I belong.